I don't know about you, but I like me a good origin story. Take me through the humble beginnings and to where you are now, the big star, the big success, all of that. And today we get to learn about April Ryan from Ready Wana, from leaving Russia and then starting from scratch as an influencer to dropping all of their savings essentially into buying one camera so that she can film and record her videos, which ultimately led to her establishing herself as an authority in the nail industry, leading to her, you might already know, very popular silicone hand business. And now April is still continuing the journey. She still feels like she's got more to give, more to share, and she's now focusing on growing her nail products, her gel nail products under the Ready Professional brand. I will let you dive into this interview. I enjoyed it so much, and I hope you do too, getting to know this influential nail icon's backstory. Make sure you stick until the end because I will be sharing a very beautiful surprise. All right, April, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me today, and hello everybody.
April, I first met you back in 2017, and we were actually both invited as guest artists to work part of the booth for the Japanese shell brand Vetra, I believe. And it was all organized by the now wildly successful David DiLorenzo of Be Beauty Pure. To be there with you, who at the time was already a mega influencer, was honestly a pinch me moment. I definitely want to know how you got to be successful as an influencer and how you were able to sustain that level of popularity for as long as you have, because you're still very popular. And that was even before you fully understood or were fluent in English. So I want to start there. Please tell us, where are you from and what did life in your country, your native country, look like before and after becoming a nail artist?
Sure, originally I'm from Russia, from very small town in the south part of Russia. And I always felt like I want to be in beauty industry. I didn't sure yet which exactly, but I wanted to give beauty to people. And in my small town, it was almost impossible, like not the almost impossible to find any beauty schools to get any education. So, and at some moment, when I've been 18, very young, an independent educator came to our small town with small course. Yeah, it'd been like only 4 students for nails. Before that, I've been like kind of nail enthusiastic, and I started to make my own manicures with regular nail polish when I've been like 13, 14 years old. So I've been always, like that girl with the nail art that I made with needles and bobby pins, like that girl. So everybody been impressed by my manicures. And finally, when I've been 18, somebody came to our town with education courses. And my mom found this information in paper, like in paper news,
Yeah.
like very old style of like advertising something, because like it's almost no internet there. And I decided to go and get my education there. Like it's been almost zero, how to say, like knowledge. It's been all like, do this, do that, do this. No explanation, no details. It's been kind of very old style education. I became the best student, obviously, and
Obviously,
got,
yeah.
and got the place in the salon, like when it's been education. So yeah, this is how it's got. And since then, I realized this is what I want to do, because it's a beauty industry. I love what I'm doing. I've always been very artistic because my mom grew this part of me, of my personality, be very artistic. So yeah, I just felt like it's not enough what I got, not education, and I wanted to learn more and more and more. And I started to make my own research. And at some point, I just became a self-taught nail nail artist, nail tech, because again, it was no advanced education in my part of Russia. And at some point, I became the most popular nail technician in my city, my town. And I was felt like, okay, I overgrew. I need to move to bigger city. This is how I moved to bigger city and became popular there. So this is my background, how I started my nail journey.
And this was all in Russia. So what prompted the move to the US? Was it you specifically going for the nail career, or was it some personal family event that caused you to move to the US?
I would say a little bit of everything, because again, when I moved to bigger city, I started to be popular there too. But I'm very oh my god, let me find this word. I always want something more, and when I feel like I reached another goal, I need something bigger. And I realized, like, in Russia, it's not something that I can achieve, you know? I want something bigger. I want to spread my knowledge, my experience. And at that point, when we decided to move from Russia, it's been 2014, and very difficult political situation started to be in Russia, and we decided to just change country. So we made a little research, and first it's been Canada. But we changed our mind to United States and decided me and my husband moved to United States and start our lives from scratch, from zero. But we've always been very, adventurous, and it was like very exciting decision for us.
Beautiful. So I see it. I see what happened there. You'd always want to be challenged, right? You always want to feel challenged. And
Still
once
do.
you once you've, like you said, you met that, you're like, what else? What's the next challenge? Definitely just getting to know you the last couple of weeks, more personal, because actually the way I met you was, well, first in that trade show, but it was just via social media. Like obviously your content was populating. This is around, I want to say 15 for me that I see a lot of your content populating. So then to see you at the show, I'm like, oh my gosh, there goes that one influencer. She's right there. Yeah, anyways, I was timid and you were timid too. It's funny because you were there with your husband because you were still I think at this point fluent, right, in English.
Yeah, I didn't speak English at all. I knew like simple phrases, hello, thank you, bye. But again, I had a huge language barrier. I was afraid to say something and said it not correctly. Now I made so many mistakes in my, every day, but I don't care anymore. But at that time, I was like, oh wow, I'm afraid to say something wrong.
It makes the conversation fun, to have you like make maybe a little blunder and kind of have to help you out with it. But I think it's fun all the time.
I know that sometimes I'm very direct and straightforward, but it's in our culture, and plus how I sound with my heavy Russian accent. But yeah.
I love it. I love accents. I love culture. So I never look at that as a downside. I'm always like, for me personally, it just makes people a little more interesting. And me, myself, having also immigrated, actually, I was born in Mexico and I came here as a little girl. English was also not my first language, but obviously I've mastered it because I started first grade here. And, but I still, you'd be surprised because at home and in my culture and the television that I watch, most of it was in Spanish. So to this day, people mention shows, like American shows that everybody watched, like when they were a child or a teenager or something. And I'm like, I don't know.
No
I don't know what you're
idea.
talking about.
Same. Yeah, like when they tell us about popular shows and like toys, I'm like, I have no idea. I have moved here when I've been 26. Like, leave me alone.
I'm like, I don't know. You can totally teach me and tell me all about it. I'm like open to
Right?
it, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Very good. So you get here, and what is your goal? I mean, I know you're starting from scratch. Is it to get right into nails, or are you looking for like a job or something like that? Like,
Right to the nails. Right to the nails. I've always been ambitious in the nail field. And I'm still do. Like you can see my friends. Like it's always been about nails, because if I do something, I do it the best I can. So The only I knew that I'm nobody in the United States. I have no documents. I have no clientele, like nothing, no friends. Like I had friends, but not in nail industry. Okay, so I knew I will be working for very small money. I will most likely find like part-time job just to, like every immigrant. Turned out I didn't need it because I gained my clientele very easily. But my prices was very, very cheap because I didn't know what I'm doing. I'm a new country. But yes, straight to the nails, like right again. With Russian clients only because I didn't speak English yet. In a home-based little studio, but still right to the nails, like jump in.
And so you're starting from home and like, so you build your clientele like really fast, and primarily with people of your own culture. How fun. So then at what point do you start considering social media and creating content? And eventually you make it big, but take us through that journey, like that origin story, like what prompted you to get into creating social content?
Yeah. As before, I just felt like I reached another goal and I want something more. Like I want to feel bigger. I don't know. And of course, as everybody, I was scrolling through Instagram, and at that point, it was very popular 15 seconds videos with nail tutorials, and I was like, I want to try it too because, like as I said before, I've been like this nail art enthusiast from like I've been like 13, 14 when I was using nail polishes and all this stuff. So I decided to try it myself. I bought very cheap tripod for my phone, started to make these little videos, and it's been kind of like viral. I wouldn't say too viral, but it still helped me to grow my account maybe like to 30,000 followers, something like this. I already had like about 10 when I moved from Russia. And I was like, okay, it's fine. I realized like I am professional nail technician. I have education. I have competitions in past. Why I'm working on regular nail polishes? Why I'm showing regular nail polishes? I want to show my real skills. And this is where I started to use professional nail products, gel polishes, builder gels, actually, because it's been very new in the United States, but it's been like a whole career for me back in Russia. So I started to show hard gel extension. And for American people, it's been like mind blowing. Like, what are you doing? What products is that? And of course, because it looks different, my account became more popular and popular and popular. And at some point, I remember my poor husband was working on Uber. So we've been very, very low, like I was charging $20 for gel manicures. He was working on Uber, like, so we've been from very, very like ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, my videos looks good, but I want them look better. Can you buy me a camera, like DSLR camera? And it was so expensive. Our savings been like maybe like $1,200, and the camera been a 1,000. And like, yes, like I knew that it would be very stressful and very expensive purchase for us. But he said yes, and I said I promise I will monetize my videos very soon. Please just believe in me because I spend so much time in YouTube to educate myself how to edit videos, how to make them more professional, how to set camera, all the settings, like lighting, everything. And he said yes. And when I started to make professional looking videos, 2015, right? It's been like a blow. Like everybody knew who is Ready Wana. And I'm like, okay, I want to show more and more and more. And like, of course, everybody knew at that point who is Ready Wana, what I'm doing. And brands started to contact me because they needed this level of videos, of tutorials, because nobody made what I did. And of course, because I was not American nail technician, I made it look kind of hybrid of Russian techniques and American techniques, and everybody loved it.
At this point, you're only on Instagram, or are you also building like a YouTube channel, that 2015 era?
I also had a YouTube channel. Now it's abandoned. I need to go back to that. And I also had pretty huge page on Facebook. I just been
Constantly.
like posting the same videos on all three like social platforms, but later on I understood like it should be very different content for very platforms. That's why my YouTube wasn't too big. But okay, like it's all experiences and yeah.
Very good. And so at that time, Ready Wana was just a personal brand, right? It was April Ryan creating content, nail art tutorials, and all of that. Now, I want to know why the name Red Iguana?
It's the most popular question, actually. I know. I know. So the answer is very, very easy. Back in Russia, I had pet Ready Wana. So it's, I know in United States, it's like kind of like a regular lizard in Florida, you know, but in Russia, in cold country, it's exotic animal. Okay. It's like having here like a tiger. I don't know. So I had red iguana, and she been red, not green. She was like orangey red, absolutely beautiful creature, and I named my social media after her, my nail salons after her, of course. Yes, and of course, because I was like petting her all the time, she was very, very social. She wasn't aggressive. She was walking on down our salon, taking naps on our lap. You know, she was loving my husband so much. Like she was just looking at him like he is the center of her universe. You know, like absolutely amazing creature. And her name was Margot.
Margot.
Yes. So she
And did you have to leave it when you moved to the US or?
Yes, unfortunately. But the good thing, I left her in my salon, like with new owner who was my employee, and she loved her too. Like so, she was in absolutely good hands. I couldn't take her with us because of so much paperwork, and we were just moving with 2 suitcases. Like we just didn't have, iguanas need like a special glass
Mhm.
home, so we just cannot move it with us. So, but I know she left amazing life, healthy, loved. She's not with us anymore, unfortunately, but I know she been loved till the end of her days.
How long do they usually live for?
Not sure about in nature, in captivity, I'd be like 7 to 10 years, something like this. Yeah, she was kind of like um bad thing. We don't have any doctors for reptiles there.
Mhm.
So, like, if something happens, it happens. Nobody can help because we have dogs, cats, birds, but not big lizards.
Well, in a way, she's really just living her legacy through your business. So,
Yes, yes.
you
Like,
know,
and I love it. I love it. So,
gosh, that's so, what a unique story, truly.
yeah,
So
it's
then,
simple.
yeah, it's like Ready Wana. Like, what is this? Like, she didn't actually own a Ready Wana, did she? Oh, yes, she did.
I did. Because like I love the science. Because I've been born in the year of dragon, so I kind of love reptiles, and I know she could help me to grow my business as my mascot, like she did.
Wow. So, with that in mind, tell me about how you accidentally, I think, built a $1 million brand by pioneering the concept of silicone practice hands.
Yeah, very interesting story as well. So when I became very popular nail influencer and companies started to contact me to make videos for them, right? I had boxes everywhere in my apartment to film all these videos, but I needed models, right, for all of this because when I was making everything on my hand, even though I cannot tan, I'm very pale. At some point, because my hand been on in UV lamp all the time, believe it or not, I've been half tanned like this. Really, pale here, tanned here. I didn't know that we can get tan from UV. Our regular UV light. Yes, we can. And I was like, it's not healthy, especially for me because I cannot get tanned. I got tanned. It's bad. It's really bad. I had my clients as models. I gave them discounts for being my models, but not every client is a good model. I'm
Yeah.
not even talking about like how their hands look like. I'm talking about like they cannot come to me like in the night because my most like artistic time it's at night. I'm night owl. I'm creating at night, and I knew like I need a model, but I cannot use my hands anymore because it's not healthy. I'm filing, removing nails, applying again, like again and again, again and again. And I was like, I want to have my hands. I want to have my hands.
And you have beautiful hands. Show us your hands in the camera.
Right? It's not as beautiful like as 10 years ago. I'm getting older, but still.
What?
Yes, I love my hands. I have beautiful shape. I have long fingers. Like I can be model for my own
Truly.
brand all the time. But still, I cannot use them all the time. And I was like, how can I copy my hands? How can I get my own hands? And of course, YouTube. And like, how can I? And then it's popped up, of course, because I'm looking for how to copy all this for movies, like like prosthetic hands, and of course for amputees, like people are making hands. I'm like, I should try that actually. And of course, I started to all my experiences from like little kits that are selling. If you know, like when you put in like in special mass, it's making the mold from your hand. You put in gypsum or like whatever you want. So it's been a whole journey. I spent about 6 or 7 months to just make a prototype of my hand. And when I like actually did, like it's so much work. I need help. And this is the next step of my business. So, but yeah, this is how I created my hands. I just needed models and I created my models myself.
So you're saying that you started with like DIY kits on how to replicate your hands with different materials. I heard like gypsum.
Yes.
How do you eventually find someone to produce this for you at scale?
I got so lucky. I cannot explain it like in anyhow else, but I got lucky because I was looking for somebody else who is making silicone hands, like whatever the hands for, like from like prosthetic or for movies, like whatever. And I found the guy in the same city with me, like in Los Angeles. No, nowhere else in Los Angeles. And I say, hey, I have this idea. I have this prototype. I will show you how to do that. Can you help to make like more than one? He said, sure, let's meet up and try to make it like kind of production. So we met up. Nice guy. I'm still working with him. I love him. Like he is part of my team, part of my journey. Like I pay him so well. And yes, we work together on special molds. It's all handmade. We don't have any machines, anything. It's all handmade from beginning to the end. They even painted with airbrush, like every single hand. So, and we found the people who will help him. He trained them, and now we have small team located in Los Angeles who is making all hands individually for each order because like it's all handmade. So yeah, I just got lucky to find him to just understand me and do what I want.
To believe in you and to be like, okay, this girl's not crazy, I think,
Exactly, yeah, because like so many people think I'm crazy with all my ideas because I'm overwhelming sometimes.
And so at what point does that idea of the silicone hands for you goes viral? Because I knew you as a content creator, like that's the virality aspect that I knew of you. But I would say that people listening to this interview or that think of April Ryan or Ready Wana, they're like, oh, the silicone hands girl.
Yes.
So it went viral. Tell me about that experience.
So of course, the first hands I created myself for myself. I didn't plan to sell them, and I started using them in my videos. And people started to ask, where did you get it? Is it fake hand? Is it real hand? Because of course, first hands looked not very realistic, but kind of okay. And when people started to ask about it, this is when I found help, right? And because my videos are viral, people started to get more questions like, where did you get it? Where did you get it? And like, okay, I need to produce them. And I believe when I created my second version of hands, because of course I always want to improve them. And again, I got, I would say lucky again. I wouldn't say like entirely, because it's been a COVID time. Okay, COVID time, it's
Okay.
not lucky time, I would say. But because we all stuck at home and people needed to do something and they wanted to create, but they cannot see other people. They needed models. And here we go, silicone hands. And it's went crazy. We worked day and night just to produce these hands and send to our customers. Now, I don't know, it's all over the world. Our hands are everywhere. Of course, China already copied me. Sure, I expected that, but I'm not mad because I know it's my original idea. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this
And
time when it's get really crazy for us.
in 2020, it was like the opportunistic moment for
Yes.
the silicone hand business. When did you launch that silicone business as a business where you started to send a few orders?
So I started to work on them in 2017. I cannot say exactly time frame. I need to go through my Instagram. But first of them been released in 2018. A second version in 2019 summer, I believe, and they became very popular in 2020, like when we got to COVID, like March, April, something like that.
I didn't know that. I actually thought they were already popular. Maybe because I had
They
bought one,
been, but not as much.
not as much. It blew up in like 2020.
Yeah. Yeah, but like before we were maybe like getting like 1, 2, 3 order a day. But when it became like COVID, lockdown, crazy amount of orders every day.
What tell us a number? What is like a number during that time?
Maybe like 50 a day.
50? Oh my gosh. And your partner, he's like, let's do it. He
My husband always supportive, and the guy who's working with us, he was like, okay, we're just getting help. I will just hire somebody. And like, is it COVID? He said, don't worry about that. Okay, it's my job. So, and he got people. I believe he was getting education in some movie school or something like this. So he
like
had a
special
friend.
effects.
Yes, yes. So they did the same, and I believe he just contacted them like, "Hey, we have a project, and this is how it worked." Yeah.
Amazing. Well, that is beautiful. And I would say again, that's like first we know you as again like that content creator, that viral content creator. We know your face. I personally know your face. From that period of like 2015 to 2019. And then from 2019 or so up until like, I don't know, 2021 or whatever, like people get to know you by your hands. That's great. Oh my gosh. And
I'm
eventually,
huge opportunist, and if I see some opportunity, some idea, I will try that, and I will change my mind immediately. Yesterday I was content creator, today I'm silicone hand creator. Tomorrow I will be somebody else because I'm never stuck with one idea. You will see me in the future with something else.
here to stay, in other words. So then at some point, because I follow your journey from a distance, but you are undeniably not easy to ignore, you know? Again, because I guess the viral content that you create. And so for me, I always knew April Ryan, right? Like, first of all, like I got to like sit just a couple feet away from her in a show 2017 and I knew her face from online. So of course it stuck with me. But then again, I get the concept of the silicone hands and I'm like, oh, that's April Ryan, you know? But at some point, I'm not sure how, again, social media, kind of get wind that you are creating gel nail products. And so, how did that come into the picture, going from content creator to founding the idea of this silicone hand concept and now gel nail products? At some point during or after the hands, when did that happen? And
Yeah. So even though I've been a content creator and silicone hand inventor, I'm still like I stayed professional nail artist, right? And I got my education, and I always worked with professional nail products. And at some point, I realized we don't have a perfect gel line for me. Okay? I'm always doing everything for me, how I would use that, how I would love that. About videos, about silicone hands, how I would love that, because I'm Russian and we're very picky, okay? Very. If we're
Yes.
doing something, we're doing the best. It's always, Russian health technicians, they like all the details. So, and I was like, I want to get products to be the perfection, not only in performance, but also formulas, because it's very important to me to have not only good products, have good products, but what about chemistry, right? And I decided to work on all the details, all the aspects of creating my nail products. So my first nail products being hard builder gels in the pots, because it was my go-to product that I was using for years, like for decade at that point. And of course, I made a lot of research. It wasn't like just a regular formula from lab or from China. I'm not working with China. So this is how it's been. And I was just talking to chemists. I was tasting their samples that they were sending to me. And this is how it started. I wanted to have the best of the best, if possible. So yeah, this is a little story.
And your first product you launch is the builder gel. In
Yes, hard built gels. Yes, in the pots. I still have them, all 10 colors.
Okay, those are the like original.
Yes, I didn't change since. Maybe I should, but I love all of them. They are like the perfect collection.
My community knows I haven't used hard gel on my clients' nails and even for like a full set of my nails for like years, and that's because I went into like potted soft gel systems. But actually, one of the reasons why we started to connect within the last 3 months or so, you and I, is because you actually started venturing into the world of soak off gel, and not soak off gel, or also known as soft gel, as like, the thin gel polish kind that you paint on the nails and, you got a quick manicure and goodbye. You started developing semi-hard gels, or what some people may also know as builders in a bottle or builder gels in a bottle. And what prompted that move? Because that's when I had bought your practice hand. I don't know if it was Gen 1 or Gen 2.
Gen 2
I
most
think,
likely.
I think I also had a finger. I had a finger at some point because then you started selling the individual fingers. And then I was buying the bits. This is around 2019, 2020, because you had the bits that I wanted. And she has ceramic bits, just so anyone knows. Oh, at that time, you did, I think.
And yes.
I think you did. And then that's when I was like, I'm out of here. She stopped carrying ceramic bits. Like, I have no business here. No, I'm kidding. And because I didn't use hard gel. And, like I had my application down, my products down. I don't look for new products essentially. Like, I'm pretty set in my ways. The brands that I work with, they keep doing good. So, like, I don't shop around for new products. I do it all for like my community. Like, I want to bring like new things and, for them to try. But again, like I want to say, no more than 6 months ago, I started paying attention that you were developing bottled builders. And the reason why they caught my attention is my community knows, like, I'm a very avid user of potted soft gel. And almost like if the brands don't create potted soft gel, like, again, I'm like not interested. Not, I don't need it. Again, I figured out my thing. But I was like, you know what, bottled builders, I only work with one brand that I love, my community knows. And I was like, wait a second, like, this is different, this is new, and it could help my community because they've been burned, like almost quite literally, like chemically burned. They've been burned by the industry when it comes to bottled or tinted bottled builders. Not the one I use, but other brands. And I thought, wow, like this could actually be good, not just for my community, but for the industry, because here's someone whom I've followed for years. And I see the level of dedication, as you just explained, into everything that goes that you create, right? And so it really caught my attention. And again, I just kind of slowed down. Started following your brand, which is going through a little rebrand right now. And I'll let you explain that. And so, yes, you start creating these bottle builders. And that's when I'm like, I tap back into the Ready Wana brand. And I'm like, all right,
You're back.
I'm back. Like, what is this? Like, what are you doing here? You know? So we started DMing. You sent us a PR package. I think I debuted it in one of our nail hauls. And I actually kindly declined initially because I only like debut things during nail hauls because I don't want to confuse my community. They know I'm pretty set with what I use and I
Yeah.
don't encourage them to buy all the things. You know, I don't want to be that person, content creator or educator, whatever it may be. But yes, you said, perfect. I'm, working on some new formulations. I'll send them to you when you're ready. Perfect. So I get the box and I am impressed, like smiling from ear to ear, not only because of how beautiful everything was, like the packaging, the bottles, the smell you put in there. But because I actually tried the formulas and I was like, wow, this is good. Like just simply like this is good. I was like, it self levels like a dream. I feel like I can trust this brand, right? Because I don't trust, I don't veer off because again, we've heard of all of the rumors of, allergic reaction and things like that.
It's a big problem.
Again, it's kind of
Yeah.
like I don't need it. I don't need to go explore. So I try it. The formula itself levels like a dream. The color, I'm still wearing two of them. This is sweet, I think. And I'm just like, as soon as I cured it, I applied and cured it, I promise you, I couldn't stop staring. One, the color. Like the color was like perfect. And then two, how smooth it was. And so I think I sent you a picture right away. I was like, I literally cannot stop staring, And I just had that one. I think it was sweet. And this is the BB gel, which I'll let you explain in a moment what the difference is. And obviously, I want to know it more. So I kind of keep using it and I apply it one more time, like maybe a couple months later, the same reaction. Like I was like, I just can't stop staring at this. Like I'm like, gosh, like is it the color? Is it the formula? Is it what? Like I can't stop staring at it. I'm actually wearing it on these nails also, but very, very thin. Okay, because again, I'm like,
Yes.
um, I want to know it. I want to know the products always. And so I want to keep continuously using it also. So the new Tell us about what's new in your gel nail product line as far as like soak off gels. And you have two. You have BB gel and you have Bobby gel or Bob gel, depending on how
You
you want
still
to call
want
it.
to
I'm like,
call them Bobby? Okay.
Bob is too masculine. I was like, let's go with Bobby, but either way. So yeah, tell us about those two products.
Sure. Let me add a little story. You said about nail beads, like it's for a story, for like whole picture. Uh, Nail beads has been the first ever product I started to sell ever in the United States. So like it's for a story. Then it's been like silicone hands and then gel products.
Wow.
So yeah. So thank you for being with me from very beginning.
Yes,
Uh,
and then you started bringing in like the pointy stuff. I think I remember. Like
yes, because I was the first who was showing Russian manicure in the United States, like with this pointy beads, like removing the
I
skin.
remember.
Oh, yeah. So like it's a little backstory. So yeah, and I had my hard gels for a long time because I am the hard gel user. Okay, I've been using this for a long time, and I also had the acry gels, like acry gels, poly gels. We know what is it, and BB gels for actually a long time, but I didn't advertise it much because I'm not using it myself and I don't have clients anymore. But of course, I developed very good formulas. What is BB gel? It's the short name of base and build. BB, base and build. It's a hybrid. It's semi-hard gel in one bottle. I created it. Just you can use it for overlays, for short nails, for short extension, medium extension. So it's hard enough, but also flexible enough to get these features, right? But you cannot make long extension because it's too flexible. It will be uncomfortable. So, and I had it for years, like BB gels, maybe like 3 or 4 years already on my
Wow.
website. Yes, but I didn't advertise it because it was a huge silicone hand era. I didn't have time to promote BB gels for long. But then I realized people need something because we don't have any hybrid gels. It's hard gels, soft gels, rubber base, but nothing like hybrid gels. So I already had the perfect formula. I started to show it and I sent it to you because like it's great. I love that. Um, it's it's non-toxic. It don't have any harmful, dangerous components, and it looks good. It feels good. It's great performance every time. And then I just was sitting at home in my office, this one, and I'm like, why don't I have soft gel? It was just, just clicking in my mind. It wasn't like my market research or something like, or nobody asked. And like, what are my soft gels? But I still don't have them. And I started to develop them, of course, because it's a completely different formula from hard gels and even from semi-hard gels. And yeah, I started to work. And fortunately, I have my studio partners program with my focus group who is testing my products, and I started to get samples from my labs, a lot of negotiations because it was so many fails with formulas because every of my formula is custom, and when I'm requesting something, they just like grab in their hand like it's her again, with all her custom formulas. And yeah, it was again and again and again. And when I finally got this formula, I was like, yes, it feels good, it smells good, it applies perfectly. And yeah, this is how it's been created because again, I was creating this for myself. This is how I would love that. And I sent it to my focus group. They tested, they said it's amazing. Like, okay, good. Now I can send PRs to everybody to try. And yeah, it works well. And I'm glad so many people love this now because yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of every formula, but I actually like especially proud of new Bobby gels, Bob Mints, brush on builder.
Right. So you have BB gel. Again, it's that semi-hard, technically soak off gel, but it is hard, guys. It feels like hard gel. It just in it, like hidden, it has some flexibility to it. So you don't want to build like long extensions with that. You can do medium extensions, but it is strong. But it is not true hard gel. And you can apply it from the bottle or you can decant it. You have a little kit, the BB gel
Yes.
kit, which allows to decant that bottle and you guys can put it in a pod and you can either use the brush from the brush bottle
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
you can use a separate brush to apply it, whatever your preference is. So that's BB gel. And then you have BOB gel. So again, that's Bob gel or as I say, Bobby gel.
Yes.
And this gel is also a soak-off gel. It's still kind of like a semi-hard rigidity. Like it's not super flexible. It's not like a rubber base where it just
Yeah.
feels
It's
really,
not.
really flexible. And what I like about this, and we're going to talk about this in a moment, is that this gel is soak off in the regard that it has solvents in it. And
Mm-hmm.
solvents for my audience are fine ingredients. They're okay ingredients, but they are used to dilute the formula a little bit, but also help with the soak off property. Not that you have to soak off the gels, right? Like either the BB gel or the Bob gel, you can actually keep a thin layer if you don't have lifting to remove and reapply just as you all known or have been taught. And the difference is again that Bob gel has solvents in it, so it makes it more of a soak-off gel formula. And I want to talk about your products and the concept of, because you kind of touched on it a little bit, being non-toxic. And I know that's been a big part of your business. And honestly, anytime anyone goes like non-toxic or chemo-free, I almost roll my eyes, because I'm like, okay,
Now
like
it's
like I know that there's more to sensitivities and dangers in chemical formulas than being non-toxic or HEMA-free. But you took that concept or that
angle, and you applied it to your business and all of the products that you use. And so I kind of want to know, because obviously HEMA is like a controversial topic. You for a while were big on being HEMA free, right? So I just kind of want to know now, like, where do you stand, and maybe what can you share about being HEMA free, and what is the benefit of that, and how do you feel about HEMA now?
Sure. So before I got my nail chemistry education, now it's not a secret anymore. I very passionate about nail chemistry, but before I was just trusting my labs. And I remember at that point what was like starting of this movement of nail allergies, and the HEMA was the main like bad guy, right? And when I was creating my products, I didn't understand about chemistry, anything, like anything. And of course, when I was looking for labs, I was looking for HEMA-free and like non-toxic, but this is all I understood because only these two words, just it. And
Mhm.
I was trusting my chemists completely. And I was falling for this HEMA-free movement for years because this is all I understood. I thought HEMA is evil, it's bad, nobody should use that. But then I got my chemistry education, and I realized, oh, it's not the HEMA, it's how other brands abuse it, I would say. Because HEMA have a different cleanliness level, okay? How manufacturer make it clean as much as clean, because HEMA used in many different things, even during your contacts, right? Like
Mhm.
in a medical field, it's so much HEMA, and nobody complains about it because it's used in correct amount. But of course, if you let me to go deeper a little bit in the chemistry, because we can talk about it like forever. So our like when we're buying our products, right? For us, like it's like on the top priority is what? Retention, right? HEMA is very important in retention. And when people started to buy, I would say cheap products, right? They was looking if it's good retention or not. And of course, that brand started to put more HEMA for a retention. And
Mhm.
because it was like overdose every time when people applying, it develops allergy. So it's not about component. It's
Mhm.
about the amount of that. Anything in our world, if it's too much of it, it's dangerous, right?
It's the
Even
dose.
yes, even if it's water. If it will too much, we will drown in the water, right? But it's safe. It's safe in general, but we cannot have it too much of water in our body. Um, so then I realized HEMA is not bad, especially if it's very clean HEMA. It's how other companies use that, and how I would say even how people apply it, but it's not even the biggest problem actually, because when it's good formula and good UV lamp as well, and it cures completely, it's not dangerous anymore. But again, the more HEMA monomer we have, the more like less stability in like molecular level, and we have so many free monomers like molecules after curing that go into our like bloodstream and causing us cumulative, sorry for this if I didn't pronounce it correctly, allergies. And so after that, people of course developing allergy, and they cannot use um, nail products or even contact lenses, right, with HEMA anymore.
Oh my gosh.
So
I
this
can
is,
only imagine getting like an allergic reaction in your eyes or something over HEMA.
can you
And
imagine going to the hospital with your allergy from nail products
oh my
and
gosh.
not getting help because you have allergies? So this is why there's a big problem right now. But again, HEMA by itself, I'm I'm like I know I've been wrong because I didn't been educated enough. But now I can say HEMA is not bad by itself if it's in a good amount and a good quality of HEMA.
Now, there's a new thing circulating, and I know you did a little research and you actually posted about it. It's TPO.
Yeah, photo
What is
initiator.
TPO now? Because I'm like, not another one.
TPO is photo initiator, very popular one and very studied too, same as HEMA and been used for decades. But again, because companies didn't use it correctly, they again, you know, oh, my gel polish is not shrinking because other polishes are shrinking. Yes, why? Because it's been added much more photo initiators that is bad. So like it's always like, overdose because companies trying to make its like performance better, but it's not good for your health. And when you applying very pigmented gel polish and expecting that it will cure well, it's because of photo initiators, because like it's better reaction, but it's not good for your body. It's again,
So it helps with curing, and the idea
curing,
was a
yes.
photo initiator, and then companies believe like if we add more, then we're gonna have, like you said, no shrinkage and full cures
Yeah,
and
yeah.
thorough cures.
Better curing, but again, it's overdose. It's overexposure because like people asking, oh, your gel polish is shrinking. Yes, because we're using right amount of photo initiators, but your plan it's too thick. But now, nail companies either like, okay, fine, apply how much you want, we'll just add more photo initiators. But it's wrong. We cannot do that. It should be correct application, not the bad adjust formula. So yeah, TPO, it's not bad component to if it used correctly. Like if you can request SDS safety data sheet from company and see how much they have it. If it's less than 5%, you are fine. And again, it's fear mongering, and TPO was never tested on people, and it's I can talk like more and more. Like it should be really overdose. You need to eat it, to get some
For it to
reaction.
be harmful for you.
Yeah.
Good to,
So
no, don't eat it, guys. Don't
yeah,
eat.
yeah, don't need it. Or it should be a lot in your nail products, and you use it again and again, and you undercure it. It's going to your bloodstream.
You're absorbing it.
Yeah. So it's
Gosh,
always should be good formula and proper education how to.
beautiful. Thank you for that, HEMA and TPO, because I was like, when I heard like, is it TPO free? I was like, what? Like, what is TPO? I had like the same moment with HEMA. I was like, what? HEMA? Like, what? I was always of the impression I was like, HEMA, like it's been in products for like a long time. Like it's fine. But then I
It's not
understood.
safe monomer at this point, but again, because people just hearing this term is like immediately bad. But this is why we need more education, and I made this my mission to share it in my social media if I can. I paid for my education, pretty money, but I better tell to people to, hey, calm down. We're good. We can use this and that. We are good. Even though I was creating HEMA free, now I understand. And I admit, like I was wrong. I will get more products with him. I will explain why, but I will not change my existing formulas. I love them. They're amazing. I love them as they is, but I will get more HEMA products because it's amazing. I love it.
You're like a HEMA addict now. You're like, I want HEMA and everything. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have, what are your HEMA free products?
Oh, like most of them.
Most of them, except two.
Yes, I have only two HEMA products. It's Ultra Bond, which is amazing bonder, works with everything. We have HEMA free bonder, UV primer, like it's a holy grail for everything. But we also
Love that one.
I
That
know,
is
right?
such a unique product. When I saw that, I was like, what do you mean a UV curing primer? I tried it.
And
No,
UV primer has TPO.
it's okay. I won't eat it. I'm kidding.
So it has photo initiator. You put it in UV lamp to cure it, to
Yeah,
create this film.
it's
Yeah, and I
beautiful.
also have a very classic base gel with HEMA too, but it's very small amount of HEMA, so like don't worry.
All right. So, April, tell us now about Ready. What is Ready and what is Ready Wana?
So it was my kind of overnight decision. This is who I am. I'm making overnight decisions.
When you're
I
the
thought,
boss, you can do that.
oh yeah, I do it all the time actually. I'm so clear with it. So I've been like with Red Iguana since Russia, right? And in Russia, Red Iguana sounded like okay, exotic. But here, people like, what is the because iguana for here, like it's invasive species, and I didn't feel like some high-end brand can have this name. Now, I love it for silicone hand because it's kind of self-explanatory, right? It's kind of, it's just a brand like, I don't know, like MacBook, right? Apple, it's saying by itself. So same with for Ready Wana, it's silicone hands. It's not gel products. And I wanted to have something different that's short, nice, sweet, and professional. And how can I separate it? I know it would be a process, but make it just separated. I just wanted to be separated because again, Ready Wana is also a Mexican restaurant in Salt Lake City, and people often tagging me with their food. So I want something separated. And what can I do? And I was just looking at my logo, my beautiful logo, Red Iguana, and I just see Red Iguana, Ready. I'm like, yes! Yes, this is what I need. And this is how Ready happened. It's we went in October last year. I decided to separate them.
And so what is Ready Wana now is just only silicone hands.
Only silicone hands. Also, maybe part of my product that still has logo on it. I mean, like brushes or something like jars, because I still have a good amount of empty jars for my products, right? I will not throw them away. I will use them. But yeah, over the time, I will just put Ready logo on all professional nail products and accessories, and Ready Guana will be just for silicone hands and accessories for silicone hands.
Very good. So that's very important that we clarify what Ready Wana is, not only for our community here watching this interview, but also because you will be attending your first trade show
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
At Premier San Antonio.
Right? I still cannot believe it because I've been asked about trade shows for years. Will you be there? Will you be there? Especially Orlando. And I'm like, no, I'm not mentally ready. I don't know. And this year I got so many support from my team. I would say not even from people who was asking, but from my team. Let's go. Because we had trade show recently here, right, in Las Vegas, but I still didn't feel it. But I'm going there, but it would be the most easiest.
Right, because you live there. You currently now live in Las Vegas.
Yes, my business is located in Las Vegas. And I was like, okay, I actually should try that. I should try that and see how it works. I'll be honest, I'm nervous.
It's a good nervous, though.
Yeah, it's a good nervous because if I didn't like it, I would say no immediately.
Yeah.
But it's another challenge for me because I love to try something new. But when it's a good vibes with that, when it's yes, let's actually try that.
The energy's there and everything, and you're getting the support. So spoiler alert, I will be there with you in September. Premier San Antonio, guys. If you are nearby, if you're local, if you can drive, please attend, come and support.
Find us.
April Ryan and come and meet us. It will be fun. I've never been to this part of Texas, and I am so looking forward to working this show. I've only worked shows maybe 2 times before, and I must say every time I get an invite to one, I still yes, it's just that. It's a place to show off, show off your products, show up your partnerships, your friendships, your faces, your outfits, your hair. Oh my gosh, the nails, whatever it is.
So please, everybody, come and say hi. I will be nervous as hell. You will see me. I'm nervous. Maybe I will stay with very straight face and maybe look mean. I am not. I am just nervous. Please say hi, hug me, make me comfortable. But I'm so excited. I'm really so excited. I'm so happy to have you, Paola, on my booth. It should be so much fun there.
I think so too. And so can you share, I can see it in your excitement, but just tell us, put it into words, how surreal it is to be finally attending a show and envisioning your name, your logo, your products on debuted. You have your staff there, having come from the humble beginnings that you did, a girl in a small town in Russia. Moving to the US, starting from scratch, you charging $20 or so for a manicure, your husband working for Uber, and now You've been featured on Forbes. You've grown this company to over $1 million, and now you are, owning it and attending your first trade show. So just put it into words. What does that all feel like? What does it all mean to you?
I still like in freezing mode. I'm still not really understanding fully. Maybe when I will see actually my booth and I will feel something, because right now I'm in organizing mode, in processing mode, because I've been attending so many trade shows at this point, and I don't feel the pure excitement about be on a trade show, because I've been there so many times. I mean, I've been the guest artist, I've been still judge for competitions, and I've seen my products on trade shows before. Somebody was putting my products, like hands, it's been on somebody booths, gels been on somebody booth, and now it will be my own. I still cannot process it fully. Maybe when it will be closer to the end of September and I will be doing more movements and things, some actions. But right now I'm just like, I should do this. Focus. You're nervous. Please do something. But yeah, it's exciting, but more in case I'm trying something new. I need to do that.
Does your husband know?
Yes,
Obviously.
yes. I said him immediately, because he's my partner in crime. I said, maybe I will need your help, but I'm not sure yet. And when I just realized how much help I need, I said, oh, sorry, we need to go together, because I will be losing my mind if I will be there with you. Even if we will stay there and doing nothing, I will just need you by my side.
Yeah, just seeing him. And was he shocked that you went for it? That you were like, I'm going to be debuting. What was his
No,
reaction?
he's so used to my
Craziness,
madness.
sporadicness.
Yes, because I'm so creative. Also I'm the fountain of ideas. It's always something in my head. I'm always, when I'm going to him in the morning, I'm like, you know what? I have idea. He already okay, tell me, because it's always something. So he just okay, if you say it's so great, let's try that. He's never shocked or surprised anymore, because he know myself very well.
Wow, that's beautiful. And I'm happy to hear that he's like, go on, tell me, what is it? Tell me now.
Actually, without him, I wouldn't have anything, because he believes in me so much, and support me so much. And even talking about business, physical work, it wouldn't be existing without him, because he's doing so much for business. You guys cannot even imagine how much he's doing for business. He's been customer support. He's been weightlifters, shelves builder, video editor. We started he was editing my videos, because when it been so much, I was filming and he was editing, because it was so much of work. He is, as I always said, I am the diamond, and he's doing that's holding this beautiful diamond. So it would be impossible without him to shine, because he's always my supporting system.
Well, on behalf of me and my community, thank you to him, because you definitely carry an operation on your shoulders over there.
Oh yes, he's working less now, because it's more already established, but all basics, and even now trade show, because I'm doing it myself and I have little knowledge and I need help. Of course, Anastasia Banana Nails will help, because she have experience, but still, it would be impossible without him too, because I need many stuff to be done, and he will do that.
Beautiful. So with that, we've gone through your journey again, influencer, the bits, the hands, the gels, the hard gels, the soft gels. You also have in mind to get into the world of digital products and helping the industry. So please tell us a little bit about the membership club that you have in mind for the future, for the
Yes.
soon future.
Yes. So, I even was talking again about this with my husband yesterday, because I feel I'm the boiling. I'm cannot keep it anymore in myself, because I have so much knowledge in my head. I'm Alexandrian library. when you know so much is gonna burn soon. So I need to share everything I got, because I went from regular nail technician to salon owner to competitions to content creation and influencer world, right? I was making the whole job and money with my content to business owner. And now I feel like I have so much knowledge. I need to share it, because like I don't feel like I'm fulfilling my mission if I'm not sharing what I know. So I decided to create a platform where I will just dumping all I know, because I have so many topics there, just to share my knowledge and let people dive in my experience in everything I got through in my journey. Because how many years I'm in the industry? 19 years, something like this. It's a lot, and I'm always improving, I'm always learning something new. I just want to share it. If I can tell about topics right now, like just people know,
Yeah, like
it's
what do you have in
mindset.
mind? Maybe like your top 3 topics about the that you will be sharing in the membership club.
Yes, I will be short. Like, it's a mindset, because mindset is everything. If you're not ready, you will not build anything. What I've been through, my barriers, my stops, what helped me to actually overcome them. And it'll be, of course, chemistry, competitions, business, many stuff like this.
Instead of going to your husband and kind of sharing everything, now you're gonna have like the membership club to kind of
Right, exactly. Because, like, you know what HEMA is? And he's like, okay, tell me. Now he knows what HEMA is. But yeah, now I will tell to people, and the access will be very low price, just because I want people to be able to get educated without big research and without big money, just to get access, monthly access, and know everything I know. Yeah, and I'm
beautiful.
so happy about this project. I cannot wait, actually.
Yeah, I know you've been talking about it, you've been mentioning about it, and I'm looking forward to see what it looks like and what you share. And I'm sure it's going to be very, very fulfilling for you and edifying
Yeah.
to the members because surely, I mean, I even forgot the fact that you are a competition judge. So when you guys go to a trade show and you guys see the nail competition, April's on the board as a judge there also. Just one more thing,
Right.
one more accolade, one more title that she owns. So
Yeah,
April,
I
it's been
have
a,
all
oh my
this.
God.
I'm a judge.
So are the top ones like your credentials as a judge or
Yes.
okay, wow.
Yes.
And maybe briefly, can you tell us what that looks like to become a competition judge? Is it
So first, you
difficult?
need to have some competition experience, right?
Okay.
I've been trained a lot, and I attended many competitions myself. Won and lose, it's fine. Don't be afraid of losing on competition. It's natural. So yeah, and at some point when you are professional, when you well known, when you like telling that I have competition experience and actually won something. Um, in my case, Nail Olympia and another competition organizer, they just contacted me and said, "Hey, we need somebody like you to work as a judge." I'm like, "Sure, I know everything. I have experience. Sure, I will help you." Yeah, this is how it works. And I had how many? This is for Nail Olympia. Unfortunately I didn't make it to Orlando this year because of flight complications, and this is Chicago competition that's been in April this year.
Lovely. So there you go.
This is my trademarks.
And so any words that you have for artists that I'm just going to say wants to compete because I'm sure you have something to say to all of us because you've been at every level essentially of the industry and the nail journey. But yeah, if anyone wants to compete, what would you say to them to encourage them and not be intimidated by that level of pressure?
Sure, I have a few things to say. First and most important, if you're going to win, you already lost because you need to get ready to to lose, to not win, to not get to the stage and get your diploma or medal or like trophy. It's not that important, I would say. What is more important when you're going to competition? First, you are overcoming your fears, because our fears, it's our biggest enemy in anything you're doing, in anything, even when you are trying to raise your prices, you're fearing, right? So it's just another way to overcome your personal fears. Then you are trained to work in the time frames, which is very important too. And you get in another skills like competition skills. I mean, in a sculpting, right? Because competition nails is not the same as salon nails. It's just another amazing skill. And networking, you get in so much friends. Of course, if you're not grumpy little one, you just in
Everyone
environment.
is like under the same stress. So it's almost like connection, right? Like
Yes, and
immediately.
you just can make a new friends and just meet new people, and just it's just a good stress, I would say. It's just very, it's sticking in your skin and making you ready for bigger things. This is how I see it. And again, when you're going to competition, you're not going to compete with pros, right? You shouldn't afraid like, oh, these big stars are going to compete against me. No, it's three divisions, like the beginners, medium one, and the pros. When you go in the first time, you go into with the same beginners who know nothing, who is just dying from fear. Like, don't worry, just go and try at least once, okay? At least once. If it's not your jam, it's fine, but at least you will go there, try yourself, and just say, oh, it wasn't that bad. You know, not for me, but it wasn't that bad. So yeah, just try it.
I love that. Believe it or not, I mean, I've obviously been in the industry now 13 years. I'm retired from salon services and all that. I still think about it, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not really well versed in things and all of that. I don't know. Maybe I'll see some of my students there now that you've encouraged us to attend. But yeah,
It's not
well,
that scary.
that's
Not the time before, it's scary, but not it's not when you're there. Like, and again, if you come in for win, just go and do it. Like, don't do this. You know, prizes is not even that nice. Just go there and say hello and make connections. This is
fun
the
and challenge yourself, really. Yeah.
yes,
Competitions
yourself.
always, win or lose, like April says, open up opportunities. I can say that what kickstarted my career, people knowing my face, was entering a small competition online. I was like, all right, I'm going to go in, and I happened to win. It wasn't that competitive. I happened to win first place. And I want to say that from there, people really knew my face, my name. And I want to say that people have followed me ever since that time, 2017. So do it. It will solidify you know, who you are, who you want to be, your character, your everything. I think it just helps a lot. You have to
Yeah,
do it.
and what I can say about anything, you not supposed to be the best of the best to do something, right? I'm not the best business owner. I'm not the best nail technician. I'm not the best the competitor. Like, but still, it's your personality. It's how you present yourself and how many connections you're making. I am very introverted person, extremely, but I'm forcing myself to go to the very uncomfortable situation to grow my skills, right? I won competition maybe twice, but I attended over 10, you know, but still, I have results. And where is the winners?
Oh, ah,
They're
that
not
is
there.
so true. That is so true.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
just it's just for your experience, right? And for your growth, always.
Lovely. Thank you so much for that, April. And thank you so much for your time as a CEO. I'm sure you are very busy and it's only Tuesday, so you have a lot to get to, I'm sure. Thank you for doing this for us, for my community, and us getting to know you better in your brand and what you do over there.
Absolutely. I would talk for hours about what I'm doing, because I really love what I'm doing, every part of my business. But yes, let's not make it too long. And if people want to know more, they will join my membership, right?
Yes. And actually, tell us where they can learn more about you. Where is the best place to connect with you or your brands?
So my main account is my Instagram. It says Nail Wealth, obviously, because we're talking and growing our wealth. And the same handles in other social media, but if you want to follow my brands, it's for Ready, it's Ready Professional in Instagram, and
Right?
Ready Wana for silicone hands. Yes, now it's separated.
Beautiful. So again, if you want to connect with April and learn and grow with her, you want to get into her at Nail Wealth account on Instagram, connect with her there, follow her there. And if you want to learn more about Ready products, professional nail products, that would be at Ready Professional, one word. Her
Yes.
website where you can buy her products is red-iwana
Correct.
red-iwana.com. I'll also be linking that information down in the description box below for you guys to check it out. April, thank you again, and we'll stay connected.
Thank you so much for having me, and bye. Have a great day.
Did her story not give you all of the inspiration that anything is possible? So, as long as you believe in yourself, you surround yourself by others who believe in you also, and you just do the thing and you commit to it. How beautiful is that? I told you I had a surprise for you. So, in August, I will be getting together with April and one special guest. You probably know her. She's also a YouTuber, and we are actually going to be hosting a collaborative Ready Professional Products certification class. We've got some really cool stuff planned. If you would like to know all of the details of the upcoming collaborative class for the Ready Professional Products from April, then make sure you sign up to the waitlist to be the first to know everything, including receiving your early bird enrollment perk. The waitlist is linked down in the description box below, and believe me, you don't want to miss this. All right, thank you for joining, and all of the details about Ready Professional, April Ryan's brand, and all of that, and how to get in contact with her again are linked down in the description box also. See you in the next one.